So as the title suggests of this live, I'm just doing some scratch art. And feel free to just chat away. Make a bit of conversation and just hang out for a little bit. So I bought this book of, this is called Foil Etch Art Wicked Tattoos 20 Mindful Art Projects. So I got this last year, I think it was, and I thought, oh, I remember doing them as a kid. I really loved doing the scratch art, the foil scratch art. I thought, oh, I'll get this, and it was in the sale in the shop for like, I think it was £4 and went down to £2 or something like that. I thought, oh, I'll get one of them, and it's just been sat there for ages. It's been sat there for probably about 6 months, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get that scratch art out and give it a go. Back in the day, the tool that they used to use was like a metal, had a little metal scratchy thing on the top. Don't know what you call it, spatula or whatever. This is like just a wooden one, so I don't know how much longer this will last for. But I've done. You can probably see I've done so much. I've just got this bit left up here to do now. In fact, I'll turn that light up a little bit so you can see a little bit better. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, that's better. So you can see like the sheen off it, and I've just got this bit in the middle at the top of the head to do. So I thought, you know, I'll just go on a live and I'll just do some of this, and we can just chat, we can just chill, we can talk about the state of the world, we can talk about Reiki, whatever. So we'll just see what happens. I'll just pop on for a little bit. I just went on TikTok, and I was on there varnishing a piece of art that I've sold, and yeah, so I needed to varnish it. So I've put one coat of varnish on that. So, and I'm just letting it dry for the time being, and then eventually I'll put another coat of varnish on. But I've sold that piece, but I will be taking some photos, and I'll be sticking them on to get printed, so I can do some prints of it, because it's probably about A3 size, the painting itself, and I'll get some prints done, and then they'll be on my Etsy shop. So any art prints, so all the art that you see around me is done. Hi Toby. Hi Jess. New Mexico. Hi. British is my accent. Bud. When will we change, bro? Do you mind not doing that, please? It's kind of distracting. What is? So yeah, so that's what I've been on with over on just vanishing a piece over on TikTok. But there wasn't anybody on there really. It was really quiet. So I thought, oh well, I'll do a bit of this foil art. Yeah, so it's like I say, it's something I used to do like years ago when I was a kid, and it's like really nice mindfulness practice. You can really absorb yourself into it and just get lost, really, just get lost in it all. But it's called, the book that I got is called Wicked Tattoos, and it's 20 Mindful Art Projects. So I thought I'll just give them a go and see what they're like. And yeah, it's the time just flies by. because you're just so focused on what you're doing. So how is everybody? How is everybody doing? Is everybody well? You had a good day wherever you are in the world? How long have I spent on that? Well, I started it last night for about an hour or so, and I've just restarted it. So I'll probably get this. I'll get this one finished, and then I'll probably start another one on the next page. What are you up to, Toby? Just eating? What you having? I've just eaten some pasta. It's long ago. You in whereabouts are you? Are you in the UK, Toby? Oh, hi, Sonia. You spent 2 hours down the allotment. Oh, wow. You'll have caught some sun with this weather we're having at the minute. It's lovely out there at the minute. You made some chicken. Oh, nice, lovely. Love chicken. Good source of protein. Low in fat. What did you have it with? Was it just chicken on its own? Yeah, it was hot. Yeah, it would be hot. Really hot. It's really warm out there today. Loads of people walking their dogs as well. I'm thinking, God, it's a bit warm for the dogs, I think. Well, there is a nice breeze at the minute, so that makes it a little bit easier. One of my dogs suffers really badly with the heat because he's black, so he absorbs the heat. So he usually ends up lying in the bathtub where it's nice and cool, or he sits in like a dark spot at the top of the stairs where there's no heat, there's no sunshine. It's just nice and cool for him to lie there. Yeah, because it can send dogs. Actually, the heat can send dogs a little bit crazy. You can send them a little bit nuts because they can't cool down like we can. They don't have as many sweat glands as what we do. So it gets them really distressed and anxious. So you've got to be really, really careful. What's my favourite foods? Oh, crikey. Chicken. I love chicken. I like beef. I love lamb roast dinner. Love pasta. I love pizza. I like anything really. I don't really have a favourite food as such. I just like anything. I love vegetables and fruit. I'm really into oranges and apples and grapes and blueberries and bananas at the minute. And also, what I really love as well is Greek yogurt or them skyr yogurts, the really thick skyr yogurts. You can get the Icelandic style yogurt. I love them with some nuts and raisins, mixed nuts and raisins. They're really nice. I love them. If you asked me that question about 10-15 years ago, it would have probably been like kebab or something really, really unhealthy. But yeah, things change as you get older. Thanks, Sonia. Yeah, I just got that email today about my PT course. So I'm so relieved that it finally came through. I'll get my certificate through in about 6 to 8 weeks, but they're going to send me confirmation details, so then I can pass it on to the gym and sort my insurance out and everything. So then I can getting shooted for doing PT work with anybody that wants it. Maybe even do some online PT work as well, because that seems to be a big thing at the minute, doesn't it? It seems to be a lot of coaches doing online PT work. You've got a scenario for me. Go on then. I'm guessing you mean me. Keep it clean. Your PT does both gym work and online. Yeah, there's a lot of them are doing a bit of both. I know a few that are mainly just doing online now. Yeah, they're just doing online now because it's just so much easier for them. They can do like their job, and then they can do the PT work on a night time. When on holiday, sitting at the beach at sunset with your partner, what drink are you ordering? Oh, sunset on beach. Probably maybe like a margarita or vodka and coke or something like that. I don't drink anymore, so I wouldn't be drinking it. I would be having something non-alcoholic. So just to spoil the fun. Yeah, I did a lot of drinking back in my early days, so I don't do as much of that anymore. I have the odd drink every now and again, but yeah, when you become so desensitized to it, and it's like now I can only have maybe a pint, and then that's it. I'm gone. I'm not gone. I'm not like blotto or anything like that. I know that I've had a drink. So yeah, it doesn't work with me anymore. And that's just from years of just like abusing it really in my youth when I wasn't wasn't good in a good mental place really. So yeah, but a lot of people, I think find a lot of people now are like changing, like big lifestyle changes, and the people are starting to take a lot more care of the health and the wellness and the mental health and physical health, spiritual health as well. You know that the people are a lot more open and aware to looking after themselves on more of a holistic level, rather than just trying to deal with things by just getting shit faced basically. Because that for me was the escape that I had, you know, and it was one of them things where you're like, well, it's good at the time, but then the next day, all the issues that were there the previous day are still there. So yeah, I think people are just little bit more mindful of their own health and wellness now, which is good. It's really really good positive shift that people are taking more care of themselves, being aware of what they eat, being aware of what they do, being more mindful in the practices that they take part in. Whether it's like working out in the gym and being mindful in that aspect, or being more mindful with things like meditation, yoga, all those sorts of like wonderful practices that just help us to calm the mind down, calm the body down, regulate the nervous system. Yeah, and you find after being like that for a while, you don't want to go back, you don't want to turn back because you found you found that wonderful spark of something from within that's been hidden for so long. Um, yeah, and I think that that is the key to life. When you find that, and you find a lot of peace, you find a lot of happiness, and you connect deeply to your center, to your very your spirit, if you want to call it that. Depends on how spiritually minded people are that are watching. But I know obviously Sonia is, and obviously myself being a Reiki teacher and what have you. But yeah, it just depends on the individual and their journey as well. It's people are usually drawn to healing because they've had to look after themselves, they've had to heal themselves, they've had to try and find that little thing in life that needs to change, that little bit of um, something where they just need to say, right, that's not working for me anymore. I need to try this now, or I need to give this a go, or so that's worked for somebody else. Let's give that a go, and you just try loads and loads of different things, and that's what I did starting off. When I was dealing with mental health and anxiety and panic attacks and all these flare-ups that were in the body, there's skin issues and uh, joint joint problems and lower back pain. Um, it was just trying to find different things. I started off with meditation, and the meditation gave me real great clarity of mind, really opened my consciousness to a lot more. And then that meditation with that clarity of mind, I was just felt that I had to leave where I was working currently at that time. There was a lot of negative energy, a lot of negative people. So I was becoming more aware of the effects of energy around me and on the world and around other people. And so when that happened and I started meditating, I left that job and I went to work in another job, which was in a coffee shop. And in this coffee shop where I was working then, that's when I found these leaflets about Reiki, and something just went ping inside my whole being. I was just like, I need to know more about this. I need to have some Reiki sessions. I need to learn about Reiki. I need to, just find more and just really, really dive deep into Reiki and find out so much more about it. And that was it. That was the beginning, really. The meditation, the Reiki, and that's why I called the business Reiki Zen. That's why I called my business Reiki Zen, because it was based on the foundations of meditation and Reiki. So yeah, massive shift. Really changed my concept and awareness on everything that was going on in life, not just with me, but with other people. I became more, I suppose, empathic, if you want to use that word. I became more in tune with other people's energies. And then I had to manage that. I had to learn how I can manage that and not be overwhelmed by people's energies. Um, and again, it was just trial and error. It really was trial and error. For a long time, I was burning like Palo Santo sticks or sage before I went out, and burning it when I came back. So I was cleansing all this energy off me that I felt was stuck to me all the time, because that's kind of like what you feel, that's the mindset you're in at the time. But as you evolve and as you progress, um, you become more aware that actually you don't need a lot of this stuff. Everything is up here. Everything comes from the power of the mind. And I think that's where the old adage, as above, so below. So as above, your mind, your consciousness, what you believe, what you're aware of, will govern everything else that goes on down below, within your body, within your nervous system, within all the operating functions within your body from your brain. So if you're living constantly in worry and fear and anger and all these low vibrational frequencies that we can sometimes get stuck in, if you're constantly in that, then it's going to have a negative effect somewhere along the line. You'll become stressed, you won't be able to sleep very well, you'll feel generally worn out and unhealthy. So that's why you need to make conscious shifts and conscious changes to work on your wellness and discover yourself. So now, if I'm ever in a bit of a quandary and something happens in life that kind of like trips me up, and I'm thinking, well, what the hell do I do now? Which direction do I take? Whereas before, I would have been panicking like crazy and like really shitting myself, like, oh shit, like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do about this? Whereas now, I just sit with it, I meditate with it, and I just search inwards and outwards for the answer. And eventually the answer will come. It might not come straight away, but within that day, I will get a feeling, or I'll get a knowing that that's what I need to do. That's the direction I need to take. And I've always followed my intuition. I've always followed my gut. Um, and and over the years, even that's changed. Like, my awareness of my intuition has changed. It's become very much more subtle, very much more refined. Whereas earlier on, it was kind of like a whack in the face kind of thing to let you know that, well, this is what you need to do, and it would be very clear, and I would hear things and I would see things in my third eye. Whereas now, it's very, very subtle, and it's very inward, very sensory inwards, just an inward awareness, and I will feel a pull, or I will feel I don't know how there's no real way you can describe it, but I will just feel the presence of spirit, the presence of God, the universe, source, whatever you want to call it. I will just feel that moving through me, and it'll just be kind of like guiding me, giving me little indications. Well, this is what you need to do. This is the direction you need to take. And then you start battling with the mind. You battle with the ego. The ego saying, yeah, but what if? But what if? But what if? What if this happens? What if that happens? But your inner calling is always giving you that calm reassurance to just follow what you're feeling. Follow that. Don't listen to the mind. Don't listen to the ego. That's there for. We all have an ego, and that's there for its own purpose. The ego is there to make kind of, suppose, rational judgments and analytical stuff, and that's how we use the mind. But when you start following more with your intuition, you're following with your heart, you're following with love, you're following with your stomach, you're following with the deep receptors that we have within us, that you just become consciously aware of. It's really, you really can't describe it. It's really, really bizarre how it works. But then when you start doing things, when you're following your guidance, when you're following your intuition, whether you want to call it your spirit guides, your angels, your intuition, it's all the same thing, your higher self, it's all the same thing. When you start following that, then you start seeing little synchronicities or coincidences people call them, but you start seeing them a lot. That's basically just the universe just saying, yeah, you got it, you're on the right path, keep doing what you're doing. And it's just, when you do get that, it's lovely to feel and know that you are being guided and you are loved, from the realm that you can't see, you can't tangibly see it, you just know it. You just know that there is something bigger than us in this physical little meat suit, thinking that we're in total control of everything. And there is something much bigger going on. There really is. So that's that one finished. Shiny, shiny. The next one looks really hard. The next one's a dragon. Should I start the dragon? Let me know if you think I should start the dragon. It looks really difficult. They're not getting much easier, mind. There's a couple of fish on that one. Oh my word. That's an anchor. They're getting really intricate, really detailed. Oh, that's a nice one. Some flowers, some roses. That's a really nice one. Oh, these are ones that you can colour in at the back. Oh, that's nice as well. Some hearts. Some hearts with some doves. Oh, they're really nice, these. Oh, there's a butterfly. Wow. They're really good, aren't they? I'm like, really nice. I might give the dragon a go. I might give the dragon a go. So who's in? We've got 2 in. We had like 8, 9. We had 11 before. We've got 8 in. So what's everybody up to? Where's everybody from? I know Sonia's here. Toby, where are you from? Are you still here, Toby? I can't remember. Did you say UK? I can't remember. Where's everybody from? What you're up to? I wonder if it's something to do with like people's internet signal. I wonder if like when the signal comes and then goes, and that's why it's sort of because it jumps around quite a lot. Where there'll be like 2 in, now there's 3, and then it jumps to like 8 and then 11, then it goes back to 3. You're like, wow, it just jumps around. It's quite erratic. But whoever's here, you know where you're from, what you're up to, what you're doing. I know Sonia, you've been in the allotment doing some of your gardening. Do you grow your own veg in the allotment as well, Sonia? What sort of stuff do you grow if you do? Trying to. What have you put in? I'm guessing it's quite early days for planting, is it? Are you just starting with seeds, or you won't have had a crop or anything yet, will you? It's a bit too soon. It's just starting for planting season. I know quite a few years ago I did buy some not planters, but they were like these boxes, and I thought, oh, they'll be all right to put like some soil in and what have you. And I thought they were like hard boxes, but they weren't. They were just sort of like a they were like a cloth lining, I suppose, that you put inside a box. I thought, oh, well, they're not much good because when you put the soil in, they just collapse. Um, so I didn't bother with anything, but I did get a little one of them little propagators. You know, the ones you can put on your windowsill. Put some seeds in, and I grew some marigolds. I tried doing some veg. I tried doing carrots and peas and whatever, but none of them took. They all just died. Really, I think vegetables are really hard to like grow, to get to actually take. Really difficult. I think you need like a certain type of soil as well. I think, and obviously lots of nutrients in the soil. Have you ever watched Clarkson's Farm? That is a really good show. If you're into wanting to learn a little bit more about agriculture, and learning about how hard farm life is, watch that show. I've watched seasons 1 through to 3, and it really opened my eyes to how difficult, you know, farming really is, for farmers, British and abroad. But primarily, obviously, he was talking about farms in Britain, sorry. But yeah, it's a very, very difficult life, very hard life. Um, I mean, there was even, like, I think it was in season one where he was with his financial guy Charlie, and they were going through the plans of what they were wanting to put on the farm, like for the next year, what crop they were going to put in the land. And Jeremy was saying, "Well, we'll just put this in, we'll just put this in," and Charlie was like, "Well, no, we can't. We have to be specific as what we're going to put in." And then Jeremy was like, "Well, why? How will the British government know what I'm putting in my fields?" And then Charlie was like, "Well, they have satellites in the sky." So Jeremy said, "So you're telling me that the satellites in space in the sky are looking on my farm to see what's in the land, in the ground?" Yeah. So that's how much we're constantly being monitored. And like when you look at things like that, it really, really kind of, it's scary. It's such big brother tactics. Makes you think, like, what else do they actually know about us? But it also makes you feel like you're living in a game show, because it is just a game. It really is just a game. And it depends on how you play it and if you take the bait. You know, if you want to live in that realm of things, you know, and live in, I suppose, the control and the fear that the media tries to generate. This is a really difficult one to do this, especially getting the accuracy on the little lines with this wooden tool. I was just thinking that, Sonia. I was just thinking, what's that TV show, that film, and it's the Truman Show. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, it is. It's exactly like that. You know, and Jim Carrey. You know, he's such an interesting character, isn't he? When you look at how he was, the actor that he played, um, in that part of his life with all these film roles, and then you see him sort of awaken to this spiritual truth of his. Um, he is such a lovely guy to listen to, and to watch, and hear how he talks now. Um, and I think a lot of people at the beginning, when he had like the huge grey beard and looked a bit bedraggled, I think a lot of them thought, oh, he's absolutely lost the plot, you know. But he's a very, very smart, um, in tune guy. Very clever. And also that sort of, that cleverness, or that being smart or whatever, it's not always about being intellectually smart either. It's about being spiritually smart, you know, and being able to tap into that wisdom within, not being, um, driven mentally, you know, by, um, analytics and figures and all the stuff that people think is how clever people work. It's got nothing to do with that. It's being more in tune with your own frequency, and what you're feeling, and speaking from your innate wisdom that you've got within. I went on TikTok earlier and I was just vanishing a piece over there. Um, and it's the Colsterdale Tower piece that I've done and finally got it finished after being sat on an easel for about a year. Anyway, it's sold. I've sold it, but I want to get some photos of it so I can get some prints done. And I'll put them on my Etsy shop as well. So at least then people can buy prints of it, and I'll get some bigger ones done. And also I've got another piece at the moment currently, which is like waves crashing against a rock, some rocks, which is quite nice. That's over there. That's to get varnished at some point as well. I think I'm about finished on it. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to have a look at it maybe on Thursday when I've got a little bit of free time in the morning. Because tomorrow's quite a busy day. Wednesdays I do gym instruction on a Wednesday, so I've got quite a long day tomorrow. So yeah, my week so far has been pretty full, which is good. You know, that's what we want, because that's what keeps everything ticking over nicely. It's helping people. You know, it's helping people on their own journeys. Whether it's through the Reiki or the hypnotherapy or a combination of, you know, massage or EFT or the different modalities that I work with, or whether it's through fitness, you know, working the physical body. It all has an effect, it all helps. And it just gives you more impetus and strength, and knowing that what you're doing is serving people's highest good. It's helping them on a really deep soul level. Okie dokie, Sonia, you take care, lovely. Thanks for popping on. You have a great evening as well. We'll catch up soon. Take care. So we're getting there. There's a little, you can see where I've done the head, like shiny. Like I say, when you look at the detail of it, it's really, really, really intricate. All that to do down there. It's gonna take me a while, this one, but that's good. That is good. Oh, hey Toby, you're still there. I thought you'd gone. How are you doing? How was your chicken? So what do you get up to in your spare time? Do you like art or anything like that? What you're into? Music, gaming? You're on your games? Ah, cool. What you playing? What game you on with? I had a feeling you'd be a gamer. I don't know why. I just had a feeling you'd be a gamer. Forza Horizon 4. All right. Is it like a spacey? Is that like a spacey type game? Is it a punch 'em up, a fight 'em, shooting? It sounds quite spacey. Forza Horizon 4. Oh, racing. Nowhere near. Oh well. Are you into your cars then? Do you like your cars racing? What am I into? Music. I love my music. I love my art. I love walking. I like going to the gym. I like getting out and walking in nature and playing guitar and hanging out with the band every now and again and catching up with them, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Where did you say you were again, Toby? I can't remember. Did you say you were in the UK? Oh, down south. Oh, cool. Nice and warm down there, is it? Near London. All right, cool, yeah. Do you use do you use TikTok much? I don't know. Like, it seems to be there never seems to be many people on YouTube much these days. I don't know. Um, I don't know if it's something to do with YouTube itself or TikTok or creators wanting to do more on TikTok. I'm not sure. Yeah, I have TikTok and I do use it now and again, but not as much. I prefer to use YouTube because I can do longer videos. Um, but you seem to get more views on TikTok. I don't know. It's really bizarre how it all works. And all of the algorithms and everything are totally different to each other. So it's trying to understand all that as well. It's really bizarre. And then so much research has to go into your titles and your thumbnails, and it just becomes like a minefield really of different things you have to think about. It can be really difficult. Whereabouts are you? I'm in County Durham in the northeast. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. has its moments, but I suppose that's the same anywhere, isn't it? Man, this is going to take me some time, this. Get a hand cramp. Been on nearly 50 minutes. Yeah, I can imagine the weather has been lovely down there. It's been lovely up here as well. Wonderful sunshine. So nice to see the sun shining and feeling the heat off the sun. So good for you. It's so good for your mood. It raises your mood. Helps your immune system. All that vitamin D in the sun's rays. And then you see all that news about them wanting to reflect the sun's rays back up to stop global warming or whatever. I don't think messing with nature is ever good. Oh, been near 25. Wow. We've had a nice cool breeze up here, so it's just taken the edge off it, but I think it's been about maybe 20, 21 up here. So that's been nice. It's been really nice. Where do you work? What do you do for work? Or you're at uni or education or? I look like Walter White. Who's Walter White? I'm in school right now, but next year I'm going to be working for my dad. Oh, cool. Nice. Does anyone know who Walter White is? Thank you, Expensive Mango. Great name, by the way. What type of music do I like? I like a bit of all sorts, really. I'm not really. Well, I listen to Capital FM, but I'm not really into that sort of music. I prefer like your classic rock, blues, bit of country. Yeah, a little bit of indie stereophonicsy type stuff. I quite like some of their stuff. Um, yeah, a bit of a range of stuff really. Soul, I like a bit of soul and Motown. I like music that you can feel. Like music that makes you can feel the music when it's riding through you. Whereas a lot of music now is just there's no real feeling to it. It's just feels like empty words. It just yeah, bits and bobs of everything. Yeah. What about you? Hmm. Listens to radio. Yeah, I listen to the radio quite a bit in the car. Um, Capital FM or Smooth or something like that. You see there where I've managed to get edged off so far. It's getting there, unless it's Taylor Swift. Yeah, I don't see what the attraction is, to be fair. Mm. Again, each to their own, I suppose. Someone's got to like them, like her. Yeah, it's getting there, Toby. It's getting there. I'm gonna have a bit of a break now. Probably be back on. Won't be on tomorrow. Possibly Thursday. I'll see. I'll see how the day pans out. But I'm gonna head off. But it's been nice chatting to you. Have a great evening, whatever you do. Speak soon. Maybe see you on another live in the future. But take care. And yeah, bye for now. Thanks for sticking around and watching me do a bit of scratch art and making a bit of chit chat and just talking the talk and just chatting away, keeping each other company. So yeah, have a great evening. Take care and bye for now. What time am I streaming? I usually try and get on about this sort of time in an evening, so it'll either be on here or on TikTok. But I do go live a little bit in the afternoon when I get a chance. It's just kind of like random, really. I just jump on when random. But if you subscribe to the channel, and then you'll be able to see when I go live, you get notified when I'm going live. Yeah, and just check out some of the videos, some of the content. Let me know what you think, and check out all my links, social links and stuff there in all the videos as well. The website is there as well, so check out all the bits there, and we'll see you again soon. Do take care and just drop me a comment. If you got any questions or whatever. But we'll speak soon. Take care. Bye for now.